Howdy everyone. It's Thursday. You know what that means? I'm gonna stream. Hello. How's everyone doing today? Hope all is well. And I hope everyone's having a good Thursday. I'm Matthew Tiny, Tyranny like man. What do you mean, Lord Hades, etc, etc? Don't know why I said etc, etc. There's more people here, I just got bored. And just like etc, etc. Hello everyone. How's David? Day's been okay. Busy work. Been a busy week overall, to be honest. And yeah, just trying to get a lot done. A lot of projects. Had to do some work on Magnus for time for this stream. Made a mistake. Been trying to sort the video out. Not got very far with it. We're away this weekend. So lots of stuff going on. Someone that was asking about how to paint chaos, and the answer is painfully. I think there's an argument obviously between spraying your base color and then doing the trim versus spraying the trim color and doing the armor panels. The thing with that is either way you're going to be making mistakes both ways. When I've been doing Thousand Suns, I've had to go back and forth between both, so it's kind of 6 and 2 3s. But I mean, Thousand Suns and any Chaos armor has so much trim on it. So like, you know, a standard Chaos Space Marine, like if you're doing Black Legions, black and gold, same situation really. I've been planning an anti-piracy plan. Oh. every week, Holy Emu, I start reading a thing. Oh, Stellaris. What part of Magnus we're painting today? Well, we're going to start painting the armor. And oh boy, is that armor the most detailed thing in the world. And it's gonna be so much fun. I've never painted anything this intricate. And so that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna be starting, obviously we need to do some more silver details to catch some of the bits up that haven't been done. And then start going through and doing the gold and the blue. Oh, dearie me. So slightly quick in the area isn't recessed. Yeah, I've heard it both ways. Yeah, I think, especially coming from Necrons, which are an easier thing to paint, I think, yeah, just take your time with it. I mean, you're probably going to see probably kind of the... But let me show you what I mean. We'll go straight onto the desk today. So last week we only did the hair, which is okay. So I've done the... God, it's so bright. Hang on. I might need to... That's so bright, you can't see anything. Do I need to auto configure video? It's already auto exposure. No, that's not useful. That's not useful at all. That helped at all? No, you can't see anything. Let me turn the light off and see if... Oh. Sorry, I'm flashbanging everyone now. Sorry. Right. No, it's just you can't see anything just because of the camera. That's annoying. Like, you can actually see it there in the shadows. There you go. There you go. Yeah, I'm sorry for just flashbanging you repeatedly. So I've done the cloak and I've done the shadows here. So this was with Pilar Glacier, and then obviously the highlights there. Same on these ones here. That's a bit messy in there. Ignore that. There's actually these two bits up here need to be done in silver. So if people saw my post, this is the problem here. We're going to autofocus, kind of. So it's actually, this bit's actually fine. This bit is off center because it's super glued on. You can see it there is where it slipped because that's a bit of super glue like remnant there, that white spot. So this is shifted slightly, causing this relatively small gap. From far away you can't really see it. In certain angles you can't really see it. There's also this one down here. Not as bad. We're gonna autofocus me. Yeah, not as. Come on, I believe in you. Yeah, not as bad, but there is a bit of a gap there. I think paint would fill that, or at least make that less obvious. And something I have, obviously, I've been making mistakes kind of all over. So there's a bit of kind of white on his leg, and from earlier there's a bit of blue on his tail, a bit of white there. And I've also noticed some of the when I did the wash, some of that has really come out really thick. So there's a lot of mistakes on this model. Rather than clean it up now, I'll probably do a cleanup at the end. Right at the very end, do a cleanup, because this next part, so this is what it is now, right? You got this nice silver armor. This is what it's meant to look like. You see this shit? With blue beaks and then gold skulls, and then up here you got these like individual stripes. And up here, like the flame is blue, but that's not, and that's gold. And then this thing here has a blue dot in it, and then that belt, and all this shit over here. That is what we need to get done. Armbar Y2J, hello. Magnus done nothing wrong. Magnus done nothing wrong. Paul about to do a lot of things wrong. Paul gonna be all over the place. What do you think of Gloomspike Gits? I like Gloomspike Gits. I think they're very cool. Paint and kilting this stream, very nice. Yeah, it was either use super glue or use plastic glue, which would have melted more of the paint. It's not the worst thing in the world. That's fillable with green stuff or something. I'll again fix that at some point. Paint over any problems. All problems can be wiped. Yeah, I'll just paint. If what I'll do is I'll paint bright green in there, and then every time I take a photo of it, I can green screen that problem out. Well, given you're British, I need your advice how to conquer a fourth of the global setting up puppet. I don't know. Steal their spices. I don't know. The armor is actually... I think the armor is not too bad to paint. It's just there's a lot of details. It's going to take a long time. Why Magnus show more nips? Because he's got armor on now. He's got these nips. Big ol' horde nips. A-level mock revision. Oh, A-levels. Oh. Someone had GCSEs last week. What did you expect from the Thousand Sun Centerpiece? I don't know. Make it easier. Because I'm bad at painting. It's not like it's unexpected, but I just like to complain. Again, like I'm British, so... Got to do my Morty soon. Need to paint the whole Death Guard range. Nice. Yeah, yeah, good luck. I think someone else was painting a Morty the other day. But first of all, we do need to get some silver down. So, obviously here, on the blade, this blade needs to be silver. This actually needs to be black, but I might come back and do that later. This needs to be silver. Not that bit, but that bit needs to be silver. So he's got the mask on, so the mask is going to have to go silver. And... I was going to go like over the whole thing and kind of clean up the silver from the spray paint, from the airbrush, but I figure because half of it's going to be gold anyway, and then I'm going to be doing, you know, shades and then layers and whatever, I figure I didn't need to. But yeah, you got like these... Let me see if that's on the picture. What are they meant to be? Oh, so those are eyeballs I need to paint later. Fucking hell. Magnus! Just rude, innit? Just rude. Oh yeah, Phoenix, I heard about your game. Glad you had fun, even if you lost. All about having fun. Gonna start building your Goblin Shaman, nice. Yeah, small things are, like, when I paint Drukhari, they're very small and they're kind of annoying. 4 A levels. Is that 4 full A levels? So I did 4 AS levels and dropped 1. I did 3 A levels. If it makes you feel any better, don't worry about it. I did crap with my A levels and I still ended up getting a decent job because you just need your A levels to get uni. I failed to get into the uni I wanted, went in through clearing, got into a kind of garbage university, Still got a degree, got a job from that, and then I've got a career, so... What's my opinion on French people? I've actually got French neighbours, they're very nice. I'm actually using a new pot of lead belcher. I wanna have a nice new pot of lead belcher, new pot of Retributor armor for Magnus. Good question for you. When you're done with Magnus, are you going to submit him to Tales of Many War Hipsters? I might do. I need to look into what that is. Because it's like his show-off thing, isn't it? I mean, when I'm done with Magnus, it'll be a long time away, so maybe he'll not be doing it anymore. Broke your 11-game losing streak, nice. It was against space fish communist weebs. That is how to describe Tao. Yeah, I might make a video about this. I might not. It depends. I've got a lot of other videos in the works that are kind of, I guess not more pressing, but more interesting. And I figure, like, stream highlighty type videos are difficult. Right. I'm going to start off with kind of the smaller details, I think. So I'm thinking stuff like his mask. I'm going to make a conceited effort to actually keep him in the camera. There's also mistakes like down here, actually. Like when I was doing this, it flicked some white onto that foot, which is actually more annoying. But I could also just cover it in the base with the base, so. It's like all up here. This all needs to be silver. And again, I apologize if I miss messages while painting. This game can get a little crazy. No, as in I kind of concentrate on painting. I don't look at chat. And then when stuff dries, I look up at chat. Would a hug from Magnus hurt? Probably. I mean, he's like a 9-foot tall demon. He'd probably just kill you. And whilst, like, these stripes on his forehead will be different colours, I might as well paint the whole thing just to get the colour in there. Is he still on screen? He is. He's not in focus. Again, we're small incremental wins when it comes to painting streams. One day, he'll both be in focus and on stream, all at the same time. Could possibly use a bigger brush, but I do want to be careful. It actually goes like back there. Because the other thing, if you look, you might not be able to see, but his ears aren't painted either, so I will have to go back into his ears. I missed that when I was doing his skin. There. Because all these stripes here are going to be different colours. I really, really like the mask. I think I've always liked kind of stone-faced mask aesthetics. I think I mentioned it last week. That's why I went for this this mask look. And also, then I don't have to paint her face. And he's technically wearing a helmet, so I can feel vindicated. Now it's likely going to have some chin action. Well, what are my thoughts about pollen season? I get a very specific hay fever. I don't know what it is. But for like June and July, for like June and then the start of July, I get horrendous hay fever. And then I don't for the rest of summer. So whatever kind of blooms in that time is when I get the hay fever. But I don't like summer. I think summer's kind of bullshit. I'm much more of an autumn person. I don't like being too hot. Tad more careful here. I'll do this edge. Oh, I missed that bit up there as well. Entire like mask horn. And I'm likely to have to do the back of this as well, aren't I? Thinking about it. Have you fought Tyranids? If so, any advice? I have fought Tyranids. I've only fought like big monster Tyranids, and you can win if you take out their big monsters, turns out. But I don't know about if it's a swarm version, so... If I look around, I can actually get to those bits. You know what? I don't think it's worth getting back there. I want to do the top. Yeah. Which one's getting into his hair? And I will want to do. I will want to do the same there, but I need a little bit more paint. Trick is to have recent chats and messages can absorb moisture from the palette. Yeah, there's the AOS reveals tonight. And they're like 2 AM my time. And there's also more reveals over the weekend for 40k as well. So, lots coming. I might do a stream early next week to go through those, because I want to talk about them, but obviously kind of streams at the moment are painting. This is actually the 4th painting stream in a row. It's crazy. Just to get that top edge there, that edge there, that edge, that's a little bit behind. I'm just muttering to myself now. Yeah, there you go. I might have taken him off screen briefly there. There's one silvery faced Magnus. You can't see it because the camera refuses to focus. There he is. Yeah, I think new rats are a hope, and just new stuff in general. Right, I'm gonna try and avoid the kind of band, which will be gold. And then just paint these horn tips. Kind of weirdly shaped. Like wrap around a bit. Weirdly. See there, they've got like the band there. And then they go up. But then they actually kind of go up, and then the band's on top on this side. which is just fantastic, just to really keep you on your toes. I love that. New Gundam when? Probably at some point. The thing is with Gundams is I find they're like a jigsaw. You kind of get them out, do them in an afternoon. Maybe I'll do one on stream, but I feel like I do need to have some non-streaming hobbies. I thought I just caught a wing there with the brush. Fortunately, I didn't. I don't think I did. But yeah, new rats are guaranteed. It just depends on which new rats. Gundam. Yeah, Callous Wolf. I also really want the new. I want the Age of Sigmar 4th edition box set. One game of 3rd edition I played was very good, despite the loss. And I'm interested in playing more. And the launch box comes with like terrain and stuff, which is always nice. So I'm looking forward to it. I've not been very careful there, but careful enough. How about painting Gundam with... I'm going to annoy all the Gundam people with a very controversial take. I don't want to paint a Gundam. And I know people like painting Gundams. I do not want to paint a Gundam. I feel like... One, I've already got too many things I need to paint. Two, they already look good. Because they're kind of already, you know... The plastic is already coloured. So they already look good. And I would just likely make them worse. And three, I'm very lazy. Again, there's never say never, because of course content is always nice. Yeah, so I think because you don't need as much terrain for well, maybe not as much terrain, but the terrain rules are changing with Age of Sigmar, and because they want you to get straight into a spearhead game, they're giving you the terrain as well. So you have both spearheads, the terrain, blah blah blah. Box is something I'm holding off until I get some better storage. Yeah, that was the thing. A big box like that is going to be a lot of like taking up a lot of space. I'm going to clean up some of these bits here. I've noticed I didn't quite take some of the spray. Actually, should I do this? No, I think get the... Because I'm going to come around for swords anyway. And that could be gold. So let's move on. There's these plugs and like cables in his arm. that are currently obviously red. Yeah, so I think there's some people in the Discord who are painting Gundams. I don't know if they're doing it with airbrushes or obviously with brushes. But I've got Gundam pen for black lines, but they're really hard to use. Any pressure causes really thick lines. Oh, that's interesting. I was thinking about maybe like, because it sounds like those panel liner things would actually be really useful, but again, I don't know how easy they are to use. I'm off screen, and I apologize. I need like a, because you can get like, although I'm not affiliate on Twitch, so I don't think I've got like channel points on Twitch. But I need, if I ever get channel points, I need to have like a channel point redemption, which is like, you're off the thing alarm. Because super chats aren't worth it, because a super chat takes like 5 minutes to actually alert on stream. So by the time the super chats come through, obviously you have to spend money on it. Like grommet mugs or whatever would be funny. Ooh, dear. Top topic of conversation. Has anyone played Animal Well? I'll try not to get into spoiler territory with it, but I have played it and it's very good. I'm currently playing a game called, I started it today. Oh, I can't remember the name. It's Dread. Look at it, one sec. Dread Delusion, which has appeared in my recommended. Also a very good game. Well, so far at least. It's quite interesting. I'm off screen, I know. I'll return to screen momentarily. You can just look at that nice wing. See how nice that's painted? I've painted so much bloody silver recently. So I've done a load of silver on my Centurions as well, like all of the undersuit. So I've just painted so much silver, I'm just like, ugh. No, not more silver. What is that? Okay, those are like... So there's these bits here, which I've just noticed, which are actually like horns, so... What genre? Animal Well is a Metroidvania. Like a puzzly Metroidvania game. It's very good. We tend to use cup palette to drop the marker ink into, then use a small brush to apply. That's interesting. Right, now I know there's a lot more plugs. There's like these ones here. A few more. And some of them were obviously under, some of them are under this. Ah, you see there's a couple hidden here as well. Cheeky. There's one there. You can also see as well, actually, some of the blue from the wing has gone there, so that's something I need to fix. There's one hidden there. I'm going to put it close so I can actually get to it. Trying up a little bit. There's that one there. There's none in there, although again you can see there's a bit there with a load of very thick wash, so that's another bit I need to clean up. Maybe that's it? I guarantee I'm gonna... Oh, do you see? I found one. Right in there, you little cheeky... Oh, and I found another one. There's this one in his neck. Just there as well. Cheeky. Got one on the other side of his neck. On his legs. Oh yeah, there's one. Check the legs. Yeah, yeah, Metrovanias are good. And to be fair, like there's a lot of secrets in Animal Well. Like, I basically completed it and then did a bunch of secrets, but I didn't go full 100% because some of the puzzles are a bit much. Honest. There's one on the other leg. There's two. Okay. I imagine I'm going to be finding these while doing loads of other bits. Those two, and again you can see a bit of the blue in there. So I think the skin is there's going to be a lot of cleanup on the skin mostly. think we're good for now. Yeah, so from what I understand, from what I remember when it came out, Mass Effect 1 was good. Mass Effect 2 has much better gameplay. But I don't know if the Mass Effect like collection has changed it. Yeah, I didn't get all the I didn't get all the eggs in the end. I got 55, I think. So I was nearly there, but I just kind of moved on. But sometimes with games, like once I've kind of lost my focus with it, it's over. Mega Man theme squad for Screaming Raven. Not a bad idea. It's not. I've not actually thought about Mega Man, but that's not a bad idea. Not a bad shout. Like for the kind of remaining, things I need for my 2,000 points. I've kind of got my themes already, which is good. Gameplay enemy is basically the same as original. Okay, cool. So then, like, update the first one to be more in line with the second one and stuff like that. Right. This here needs to be silver, and then I think we can move on to the main event. I apologize, the stream's been a bit quiet. I need to drink actually. Oof. Yeah, there was, again, no spoilers. There was one secret which I had to look up, and when I looked at it, I was like, oh, okay, there was literally no way I was going to solve this, so I'm glad I looked it up. But yeah, it seems like it's a very well put together game. It's not Moon Logic, no. Well, one of them's... It basically, it's kind of, it's that Metrovania style of you kind of have to use the... You kind of have to think about the, you know, notice stuff in the environment, then use your knowledge that you've gained, that kind of thing. But it is good, it is very good. It's definitely not like point-and-click adventure game style Moon Logic, where it's like you gotta feed a man 99% alcohol to get coins for a telephone. Though I will say it does that thing that annoys me, which is when a game tries to be like super stylish, but it's like scan lines on it. Obviously, you can disable the scan lines, which is fine, which I did. But there are some games which they're trying to go for that aesthetic, and it's just like the scan lines are annoying. Yeah, the what's it called? The Druid one, like in the the Mandalore Gaming's review of that game is brilliant. Although Ashens also did a talk about it and mentioned the same thing. Right. I keep grabbing him by his horns. Where is that? That's gold. That there is gold, okay. That there is silver. But yeah, there's all these patterns on the blade, which I'm gonna just cover over and then recolor. Ooh. The inner bits. Gold. Okay, so I don't need to do this bit here either. This like inner bit here, that's gold. And then obviously this bit of filigree here will be gold. And that kind of spike there, but on top here, this is all going to be silver. So try and avoid. Doesn't really matter if I catch it because the gold covers pretty well. So also make sure I get all the silver. Because this bit here is silver. But that spike there. Ooh, almost dropped the brush. Yeah, Mystery of the Druids, that's the one. Never remember the name of it. Yeah, like his yearly, the most recent one, the that hunting game. That was majestic. Very funny. Full blade. Yeah. Or I don't know how I managed. Obviously, that's where the kind of. I don't know what you call it. The point of the blade where it kind of the two bits get together. Get together like they're fucking. Like they're fucking? No, as in they come. The two bits of the blade come together to make that kind of apex. I do both sides of it in silver. Da, 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 da. And like inside those patterns is like blue, so all manner of fucked up. But down here should be got silver. Let's try and get those bits before I forget. Down here as well. Actually, not that bit. Curses. You can't even see it. Don't see what I'm on about. Yeah, I've always find like I always get worried with big brushes. Even though it's one of those things where it's probably better because it holds more paint and it's easier to actually transfer that paint to the model. I definitely always undersize my. I'll come to that side. Stick with one part at a time, Paul. Anniversary to celebrate hobbying for a certain amount of years. So I do. So I do the. I do the yearly. Well, I say I do the yearly Q&A. 1 year. Obviously, for the channel, I did a year Q&A, and I'm likely to do that again this year. That's on September the 4th. Was the first video I made. So I'll likely do that again this year because I did enjoy that last year. On my birthday, I want to make it a yearly thing where I do a charity stream. I haven't thought about doing the weekly streams. So June 2nd is when I did the first. That's when I did the first submission review stream. When did I do the when did I start the weekly streams? Obviously, it's not been weekly because of various other circumstances, but it's been most weeks. I feel like that's been since. That's going to be coming up to a year. Yeah, like these bits need a nice big brush, but I use what I have. Maybe a little bit more. The water just to flow a bit nicer. I'm just very used to large brushes now, pretty much used to size 5 near everything. Wow. Yeah, I know some people use like a size much bigger for everything. I am very much a small layer brush all over kind of person, which is probably why my painting takes fucking forever. Because I'm doing everything with a toothpick. But I just feel like I am more. Like for this model, I definitely did a lot of like the cloak was done with a nice big brush. Because that was going to take forever otherwise. That might be a bit thick there, so I'm trying not to feel that detail, but it's fine. I'm Yeah, no, I do definitely remember that. So I was like, oh yeah, I'll do it as a review submission stream, and then it took two streams each of like 3 hours each. It was a lot of fun, but it has kind of set the tone for the review submissions. That is one of the problems with doing painting streams. Is I don't really have time. I don't really then get around to doing any submissions on top of that. So I do fall behind, but by not doing review submissions, people don't then rush and submit a bunch, so that swings and roundabouts. I can't tell if I actually got that because of the shadow from the other part of the blade. It's coming together. It's coming together. I imagine, yeah, it's been a long time. I am definitely coming up to 6 months behind. So I'm in January and we're almost in June. It's definitely, I don't think I'm ever catching up in this situation. I definitely underestimated the popularity of the Discord. We're close to 1,500 members, which is insane. But I think I should have put a should have put a caveat on it or something. To be like, hey, it's gonna take. Oh, why did I paint that? That was not what I need to paint. There, I need to paint. Actually, I need to paint there. Fair. I missed it on that side. This bit here. Can you even see it? Oh. And the autofocus probably isn't helping either. Hooray! August 10th was the origin point of weekly streams. Yeah, so I think I named them. I started naming them weekly stream, and then I stopped naming them weekly stream and just started naming them whatever. But they have been all weekly streams since August. Maybe. I don't know what I'd do for like a stream. I guess the stream anniversary is quite close to the video anniversary. Like it's only like 2 or 3 weeks different. Oh shit. Oh. What? Okay. Does Magnus get a hat? Magnus is not getting a hat. August 10th, and you stream weekly up to September. Yeah. So I imagine there was definitely. I've not done every week. I know that for sure. There's definitely been weeks I've missed. And there's one stream which is I think privated. Anyone remembers that one? It was the one where I didn't have my medication, and I tried streaming and just decided not to. That is a lost stream. It's not lost. I have it, but not a public stream anymore. But I think I've done most weeks. Painted that bit there. I'll make sure I get all this. I know I tried to avoid that filigree there, but I've just now decided it's probably better for me to actually get the silver in, then it doesn't really matter if I make the mistake. If I ever do another Museless Vortex Beast, they'll get a hat. How about that? How about that for a compromise? Because I do feel like having 2 Museless Vortex Beasts is good. Just because I think they're awesome. But I would probably do like a custom one rather than getting the same model again. And the final bit I need to do is back here, which is this. Go. I've actually watered that down too much? Not enough? A different amount, somehow. I think it might have been better. That bit. Done that bit. Right, there we go. Magnus! Give the beast a second head with extra hat. Oh, I am going to... So, I'm going to... What's the tutorial do? I think you pin wash, or like you recess wash the silver, and then you do like a layer or highlight over it. But I'll see how I feel. I think some bits like the plugs here, that's going to be just a full wash, right? Because you want to get it into all those little details. But for some bits, maybe not. But again, what's going to change that is going to be based on how much silver is left. Because this is when the sorry about just having my hairy arm on stream there. This is where the fun begins. So again, if you've just joined, hello. This is what it's meant to look like. So you see all this like gold and blue and all that. Yeah, I've got to do that. Yeah. No, you are right. I'm just saying, like, I didn't do every week. That was when the weekly stream started. So, 10th of August was, yeah. I think it's because it's so close to the channel. The channel anniversary. I'll probably just lump them together, to be honest. Oh, the light has decided to fix itself now. So you can now see better the cloak. And the shading there and the highlights there on the cloak. I've now done all the additional silver bits, I think. If there's any other bits that I've missed, I will probably have to do them. I'll find them later, I'm sure. But what's those 2 little moles there? See, I've already found some. That dot there. And that tiny one there are both part of the metal. So there you go. Found 2 of them already. Am I going to paint Magnus's Sisples? Yes. It's going to be whatever the same colour of the bone is, so. And like the claws. But we've got a lot of armor to go, so... Thousand Suns blue time. I'm gonna have a drink. Oh dear. Yep. I dropped the paint pot, but it was closed, so we're alright. Oh dear. I will start in a moment. Just gonna have a quick rest. Sometimes when I lean over, obviously cause problems with the back, so I need to like stretch myself out. I'm not hunched. Oh dear. It's a tired day today. Tired, slow day. Ugh. Why is Magnus not in Tees and army paint color on box? That's because he's special, right? I mean, technically he is. He's got the blue and gold, right? But because he's red, most of him is red rather than being in Thousand Suns colors. I guess old Thousand Suns was red and gold, wasn't it? No, where was I? I wasn't like... That sounds wrong. That noise. I was just, yeah. I think because the anniversary for the stream is so close, I'll do that. So, right, let's get some blue. We're probably going to need a fair amount. Maybe that much for now, just to start. Just so I can close that. And get some... How long is it take me to? How long is it going to take me to go insane? Let's find out. Where do you think we should start? Maybe top down, bottom up. I've just managed to paint my desk, which is a good start. I guess work top down, right? Maybe. Get some paint on the fucking board. So that one's gold. That one's there's blue. That one. I want to be blue. That is one thing I find when I paint. I paint so erratically. Like when I was doing my Centurions, it's like, oh, this needs to be silver, and then I'd find another bit. Like, while halfway through painting, like a gun or something, like, oh, this bit needs to be silver, so I jump to it. And then, from there, I jump to another bit. And I've not even done the original bit I've done. Like, I started on. Get in there, you little shit. And then just that bit there. That's a nasty bit to try and grab. No, that's not too bad. All right, we're two bits of blue, and it's already looking quite nice. You think I missed a spot? Oh, I'm gonna be. Yeah, you know where it's at. But yeah, like obviously I know you're at work, and work is busy, as it always is. Question to anyone who owns a Land Raider. Hello, Renegade X79. Do you think you'll finish him by the end of May? Oh, that's a good question. I jump between three things there. Sorry, a question for anyone who owns a Land Raider. Would a full kitchen fit on top? Probably not like a full kitchen. A full kitchen's like an entire room. But they are pretty big. So that's sorry, 1 second. That circle there. I think I'll leave the eye for now. That there is blue. And then the question of do I think I can finish this by the end of May? I don't know. Because I'm away for some of May. Probably not at this rate. Just because it is quite a big piece. And I don't have to rush it. Like, the whole May Magnus was just to make progress on Magnus. The fact that I've got this far, I'm very happy with. So the beaks are blue. Which is up to there. I think I'm likely not to finish. I especially won't like it. I don't think the base will be done, for example. I think that is also blue there. Yeah, there's only one ridge of gold. So. What is essentially the nostrils as well. And like Renegade says, if I'm rushing to do it by the end of May, I'm going to make even more mistakes. So this is mostly just an excuse to get me to actually paint the bloody thing. And it worked. Yeah, I imagine, yeah, a full kitchen diorama would fit on in a Land Rover, yeah. I think that'll look cool. Got any tips against Tau? I've never played against Tau. I'll get the opportunity to soon. A friend of mine has started collecting. He's collecting Tau. So at some point I will get to play Tau, but I've never played against them. Yeah, I figured it'd be Space Marine size. But it'd be funny if you could get an entire kitchen on top of that. That would be smart. But yeah, because they are a shooting army, get into their face would be a good idea. But also make sure that you don't get breached. That's one thing I think I know about Tau, is the breachers, like jumping out of Devilfish, can one-shot you. Or do pretty nasty stuff in close range, so. But again, I don't know about the new codex. Maybe there's some shenanigans I don't know about. I like this scene where Magnus came down from his pyramid and conjured the cage from WWE. It's fucking hell in a cell. It's Magnus with the steel chair! Paint looking good, my man, thank you. We're getting there, we're slowly getting there, we're slowly building it up. Even just getting a little bit of blue on him, kind of, just to break up that silver, starting to look nice. I'm gonna need to move Magnus' book. I assume this is the same pattern this side, yes. That one. Yes. Magnus would Magnus would set up a table and then not use it or something. Yeah, but Lehman Russ is just Roderick Strong. He turns everything into a backbreaker. All the blue on that piece? Yes. Now, this... He set up a table and 2 steel chairs because generally because I'm talking... Oh yeah, he'd start the contract negotiation. Or the contract signing, and then he'd get put through it. Paul, are you good at stuff? No. I started playing a bit of Trackmania again as well. I did some of the campaign for this season. I've got 14 or 15 of the author medals. That was fun. What else have I been doing? Not a whole lot else. Being bad at most things. I have the audio recorder for another video, but it's another long one. At the moment it's 15 minutes. It'll probably end up being shorter than that, but... Hey, little hands. Was showering, so no worries. Welcome to the party. We are doing a lot of details, and so far not going insane. I have just made a big mistake there, but that's fine, because I'm going to be covering that with a different colour anyway. Yes, that's going to be gold, so not too worried. And eventually I'll need to do 2 coats of this area anyway. To be fair, if I want to finish Magnus, I need to do the eyes, and I actually need to research how I'm going to do the eyes. I'm not going to do the normal standard eyes, I want to do something else. Yeah, it's a bit messy this time, but get the paint in. Just get the paint on, and then we can deal with the messes later. Okay. Move on down to the legs. Similar situation. We've got beaks. We've got those ones there. These little lines. That one is leg there. Looks like I'll blue at the bottom. And then blue flame. Oh god, the patterns as well. Where are they? Oh, they're like on his staff, that's fine. Yeah. Alright, we'll go down the legs. Magnus has lots of eyes. He has one there. He has one there. I saw another one that he had. He has one there, one there. I'm not even showing. He has one in his hand, one in his belt, 2 there. He's got some of his on his wings up here as well. He's got one. He's got them there as well. So all of these eyes need to be on the official model, on the official paint. You can see. Maybe you can't focus. Like you can see, they're actually like eyes. Like they're painted eyes. My plan is to do them in the same colours that Ganondorf's eyes are in Tears of the Kingdom. That kind of like, it's also used for yeah, that kind of like black. Have a look at it. It's a very vivid colour. No, yeah, so these decorative eyes are painted like actual eyes. And so I need to do the same thing. They're not his obviously fleshy eye, but they're like different. Spent the evening assembling Drakarin. Yeah, they're not too bad. Obviously, the Kabalites are invading the house. What were you putting together? And technically, this guy, because he's wearing the mask, he doesn't even have his fleshy eye. He's got it masked up. I've just noticed he's got an eye on his book as well. Yeah, it's kind of it's an orange black, but it's got like a green and a red in it as well. It's got a good amount of like chaosy color, like not chaos, like chaotic colors. But it's got a really nice vibrancy to it that I really like. I think it would fit quite well. This is the thing with tutorials, right? Like, obviously, I've been kind of following Duncan Rowe's tutorial that was on the official Warhammer YouTube channel, so quite old. It's like, oh yeah, just go around and do all the blue. And obviously it cuts to the next part. But obviously that cut is many, many hours of time. Because this takes so bloody long. It's just like, next, do the gold, and then straight in it. And how you do this? It's like, well, yeah, but hang on, slow down, Duncan. I've got all of this shit to do. I know, obviously, I don't want to be showing you literally the entire bloody process, because that video will be... What, how many streams have I done now? Many. Many hours. So it would be interesting to see. I wonder if someone like... Because obviously we see, like, Warhipster, a lot of his painting is done on camera. Obviously he cuts it, but then he also streams. It would be interesting to see, like, the behind the scenes of someone like a Duncan Rhodes tutorial. Obviously, you could see the behind the scenes of mine if I had it on bloody camera. Let me have a look. Oh, no. Lackman, find his, I don't know if you played Tear of the Kingdom or if it's, or if you want spoilers, but go find a picture of, the final battle fights from Tears of the Kingdom. Those are the eyes I mean, not just his regular eyes. That is Ganondorf, but there's a specifically there's a phase of Ganondorf which has a different coloured eyes. I can send you a picture later of what I mean. I need to find it, but I think it is Ganondorf because I don't think it's Ganon. Has your Gundam kit backlog grown again? Not since the video. I've got those 2 ones that I mentioned in the video, but I've not got any more since then. Don't make this easy. Yeah, if you don't find it, I can show you what I mean. Yeah, it's used in that same color scheme that I'm thinking of is used somewhere else. Maybe it's in the lower. No, lower beak is not blue. The lower beak. Have you ever checked out Age of Sigmar stuff? Yes. We were chatting about that earlier, actually, because obviously there's Age of Sigmar reveals tomorrow for 4th edition. I haven't played much. I played one game. But I'm very much looking forward to 4th edition. I'm going to get the box set and get more involved. I've put too much water in that. Some more. The thing is with Tooth and Cuds, I don't think I'll be too much watching paint dry, because if like that layer I've done already is already dry. So because I'm going around all this, by the time I've finished with it, it'll be dry and I can go over for the second thin coat. And someone mentioned, was it you, Phoenix? Yeah, Gundam Barbatos. A lot of people suggested that one on most of my videos. The one that everyone suggested is the High Nu. The High Nu. That's another one that's been brought up a lot for Gundams. And then the Shed Ninja or something. I know that's a Pokemon, but I can't remember the name. Apparently that's a bad one. So I'll probably, again... I do find it amusing where I get comments which are like, why? Why would you do this? It's like, I explained it in the first 2 minutes of the video. I did it because I'm an idiot. Next question. Yeah, well, yeah, it's tomorrow in my time zone, because it's 2 AM. Give me some bolt action train, nice. How long have I spent total on this model? So it's been... So I've done 3 streams in a row, but then I did another stream a little while ago, and then another stream before that. So I think I've probably done 5 streams worth, so that's about 10 hours. Plus I've done some off-screen, which is another couple of hours, so... 12 hours already so far? Big Roger. Thank you for following over on Twitch. Appreciate it. I should probably... I need to work out how to stream a little bit more to get the... It's not the subscribe button I really care about for the Twitch. It's getting the channel points so I can do fun stuff over there. But you need to stream, like, more than once a week, essentially. But yeah, I think I've probably spent painting. Yeah, it's going to be at least 12 hours, if not more. What else is blue? These legs. Oh, the flame pattern. Those are jewels, I can do them later. Flame pattern's around. So it's like these bits here. Bloody hell. Be very careful here. So it's like these bits here. One problem I have with this model, and it is realistically a skill issue, is finding a comfortable place to hold him sometimes. I've gone a little bit over there, but that's not... Overall, that's not bad. And then we got... Very similar thing here. These, like, 2 little horn flames. These little Alex horns up here. One there, and one... That one I went a little bit over as well, but again... Not a huge deal. We considered the staff flame washing with the airbrush. Maybe. My airbrushing is not fantastic. I would worry that I'd overflow it a lot. Although the overflowing it might not be too bad because then you get that glow. The one thing I learned from airbrushing is it's very, very easy to get that glow. I think it's the Shinandru. Yeah. Let's go down this leg. You want to do that bit of the... And all the... Bad. Oh, do I need to do that bit there, though? Oh, we got the back side of the beak. The underside. Oh, you cheeky fucker. There's a beak there. Magnus, you're the keeper of all the tricks, aren't you? But you need more paint. That's crazy. Full of surprises. Close this actually before I carry on. Because of that. Yeah, this one here. Cheeky bugger. Trying to hide from me. Remember this when I come around to do the gold as well. Yeah, there's another one there, and then there's two more at the front. But again, being easily distracted, I decided to jump to the one at the back that I saw. But there's this one here. I'm really holding my brush a bit cack-handedly there. There's another one just above it. You can actually see on this one somewhat a slight gap where the leg piece hasn't quite come together, but I think the paint has kind of covered that. Don't know if it's going to focus. Come on. Yeah, so there's this gap, but obviously the paint's kind of covered it, which is nice. So I also need to do this cheeky little bit here. I don't know if I need to do that. Because unfortunately, it doesn't actually show on this picture. That specific part of the model. Oh, it shows it there. Perfect. I'm gonna go with no. I'm gonna say that's gold. I think. Let's have a look. Oh no, that bit needs to be blue. That dot there. And then that flame. Sorry, see it, but the flame there will be gold, and then that'll be silver, and then that'll be gold. Just because. Okay, moving around. Should we go back up? I think we go back up. Yes, I did. Thank you. That was it was very because when you did the drop down, you could do all of the you could differentiate the three, so that was useful. Oh, I'll tell you why the paint looked like it covered the the line, it's because the line doesn't go through the beaks like that. The beaks are all one side, so there was no line in the beaks, which is why it looked like there was no line when I painted it, because there wasn't one. Turns out, I'm an idiot. But you can see here, like the full beak is one half of the thing, right? And then the line is only from that bit, so it'll be the gold that will make the difference when we get round to it. Yeah, I should load up the 360 picture. It's not so much that the so that picture is really good for most things. It's just because it's obviously one angle. It's in a good angle to show pretty much everything. Because anything that it's showing from this way, obviously you see the other side from that. Obviously there's only a certain amount of stuff that angle can do. Eventually you run out of like places so you can show everything. But fortunately inside, like the first page, it showed the answer, so I at least got that. If there is any bit where I'm like, I really don't know what the answer is, because these pictures won't tell me, I'll load up the 360 view on the website. Because to be fair, that is good. I am still annoyed on the website that they took away the like what paints they use table, unless I just can't find it. That was so useful. Like, even just for basic, just like I want to use gold. Like, what wash should I use? Or I want to use this color. What's the best wash for it? What are the best highlights? Just having that information on the website was so useful, and I can't find it anymore. Yeah, I'll see what happens when stuff gets announced. Because I have a different video coming out before that. I'll wait until after Age of Sigmar announcement stuff to fully start on that video. I had a different idea for a different video, which has trumped it. I do need to do the silver on that underside there of the legs, because it is showing through. But that's a future problem. Yeah, I do. I think if I used a bit of glue, it should have been fine. But again, it's these ones that I didn't notice, and now I'm just kind of carrying on. The main one is the one on the wing that's the main problem. Again, that's probably a solvable thing with a bit of green stuff. Yeah. Yeah, it was one of the problems is I didn't spray the backs of the bits of armor because I was like, well, it's gonna be stuck on, so it'll be fine. But yeah, some of that armor overhangs on the legs, which means it is visible. So I might need to base that again. A little bit more water. Get the paint flowing a little bit nicer. There we go, that's a bit better. Right, let me finish the beaks, and I'll go back and do the big lines. I stream, I'm selling surplus sanity. It depends how much your sanity's costing. I can get sanity from my local dealer for a good price. But I'm interested in hearing your offer. Probably. Wasn't there another preview coming at some point? I know they're doing the main thing tonight. But there's another preview like next week, or am I dumb? Oh god, don't place it like that and snap his bloody thing. You really like the wings? Thank you. Yeah, the wings I'm very happy with so far. That's the bit I'm most happy with. Where is your painting table? It is, it's at my computer. This is where I normally paint, so obviously for streaming it's useful to be in the same place with my computer. But this is where I normally paint anyway. I don't have a specific painting area. Like, my desk drawers have all my paints in them. And then behind me is where all my stuff is. All of my models are on shelves and stuff. Man, I was optimistic when I was like, yeah, I'll do all the armor in one stream. That was an optimistic plan from when I planned it at the start of May. I'm being very, very careful. Thing of kick bashing moth wings on scourges. That's cool. I used feathered wings because I really like the feathered wings on my scourges. Moth wings sounds cool. Maybe like dragonfly wings? There's 40k friends getting reveals tomorrow. Yeah, I thought it was something on like the 26th. But I might be wrong about that. How is art? Art is gestures to this. Doing alright. I'm almost done with this leg, which actually means I'm pretty much done with the bottom half once I've done this leg. Which is good news. Make sure I get all of this side there as well. Up here. That. So we've got these little bits here again. I've missed a bit there. Do that. I don't know how people can be like full-time painting streamers. This is so tricky to both stream and paint. I mean, I was crap at. To be fair, I was crap at gaming and streaming as well. Maybe I'm just bad at streaming, unless I'm just like chatting. Maybe I'm just a just chatter streamer. I think there was something on like the 26th, but I might be wrong. Freeze Gremlins, do your Tech Marines, Librarians, Apothecaries chapters in different colours from what the codex says? Yes. So my Tech... Well, I mean, my Tech Marine's technically still red, but it's kind of like orangey red. That's what I was thinking of. It's probably the Warhammer Skulls thing is probably what I'm thinking of. I probably just got confused with that and someone else. I'm actually done with that. I'm pretty far along with the blue. I need to go up to... I think there's anything on the... There's actually nothing on the shoulder. The shoulder doesn't need to have any blue on it. It doesn't need gold. The wings need blue and the mask needs blue. And then details on the weapon need blue. But I might say... I'm just doing it all now. I don't know. I definitely need to do the wings. So like these big bits up here. Now Magnus, you're kind of annoying. I'm going to rest my finger there, I think. And try my best not to touch the wings. Yeah, it makes well. It's kind of a basis, just like social hobby hangout. Except you can only speak to me when I look at your message. I need to rotate so I can get to this way. I just need to be careful when I come in and out of the painting area. I'm losing a little bit of the moisture. There we go. Just for my own sanity. Brush. One down. 3 to go. Which this was nice and small. You can definitely see I need to come over these for a second thin coat. What did I miss? Need to run it. You haven't missed much. I'm still painting blue. Thousand Suns blue. I wonder how many Magnus got demoted to walking duty due to wings mysterious. I don't know. I feel like Magnus's wings are quite... I mean, they're very good. I feel like they'd be difficult to put on another model. just because of the way they're constructed. Like, it wouldn't be too bad. But I do wonder what other model you'd put them on. So you'd have to get another large model. I'm actually going to do the second thin coat whilst I'm here, just to make sure they got good coverage. Now move to the other side. Hopefully, which I'm hopingly, that was wordsful. I'm hoping are going to be, I hope, yeah, hopefully hoping are a little bit easier to get to, which they are. Actually, that angle's a bit. Got to flip Magnus in a weird way to get to this part of his wing armor. Try not to touch the wing. That's definitely going to need another thin coat. Get the edge there. There we go. Those two bits. Are there any bits of blue on the other bit of armor? Oh, there is. God damn it. Oh, there's no. Oh, God, okay. Chill out, Magnus. I think that was necessary. Right. So, technically, these bits here are also alternating blue and gold. You can't really see them because of the focus. Yeah, so that's alternating blue and gold, and this flame pattern around the eye is blue. How old do I think my audience is? Well, according to the statistics, I kind of know. And also, I know a lot of the people that talk, or at least in the Discord, are young. Like, very young. But I'm guessing my audience is around... I'm guessing my audience is Zoomers, essentially. Majority of. I know there's a few older people, but I think most... Because, yeah, people are doing, like, they're in school doing exams, or... You know, they're in college. I know a few of them are older. But I think the majority are like late teens, early 20s. They're at the age that makes me feel old, essentially. Oh, interesting. It's actually there. Both of those. That other edge there. That. And then Rather than worry about the eye just yet, I want to clean that up. Push that. Oh yeah, that's looking. I'm gonna come back to that eye pattern later. I think that's gonna be a bit much at the moment. Whilst I just try and get, I'm just trying to get the bigger parts done. I think when I come to the eyes, I think because I want the eyes to look different to the box art, I can sort that out later. But I do want to make sure I get this bit here. Late oh, right, okay, yeah. So yeah, I'm in my, I guess, I'm nearly in my mid-30s. I'm in my early 30s, technically. But yeah, I know there's a few people who are in their 30s. But I know a lot of my audience. I mean, I also know that I can also see the stats, right? But obviously the stats aren't super meaningful because anyone under 13 is going to say something else. Hobby's getting so expensive, I feel bad for the young ones who want it. Yeah, that's the thing is, like, when I was younger, when I was a kid, I played Warhammer, and it was expensive then for, you know, me as a kid. So it was a lot of, like, presents and stuff. I think maybe that's, like... I don't know. I don't, like... Stuff in general is so expensive. Zoomers can be up to 27? True. I guess they can be pretty old. How old do I think you are? You're probably in your 30s, Electman? I'm gonna guess you're probably around my age. Like, established career professional. I'm doing the thing now where I'm noticing I need to go back over stuff, so I'm starting to go back over stuff. Oh yes, his mask. I trust you not to fully dox me. Yeah. If you could also send me your address, your social security number, date of birth, your mother's maiden name, and the last 4 digits of your credit card. I promise not to. I promise not to tell everyone on stream. Is it normal to be in school and have over 400 plus minis? I don't know, maybe. In my dream school at Christmas, saw a mother and son and daughter get fully into the mind side. That's cool. Yeah, the thing with the Games Workshop stores, they're very friendly. Like, I went in there just, although sometimes I do find it not intimidating, but sometimes I just want to go in and just browse, you know. But I very rarely do. I always go in there with something to buy. Even when I was going there just to buy paint, the guy was like, "Oh, what are you painting?" I was like, "Oh, I just need some." What you getting? I was like, "I just need some, you know, red." It's a very like you know, good customer service, but it is quite intimidating. Not intimidating, but it can be a bit much. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. Right, I've definitely overdone that. Right, so this will be the same here. So fine. How did I get blue there? Mysteries of how I paint. I mean, you can't see anything anyway, so. Overwhelming might be the right choice, yeah. Those wings are looking really good, thank you. Yeah, I'm really, so far I'm really happy with the wings. I'm kind of happy with how the armor is going so far. I've not overdone, I've just overdone it there, but I've mostly been pretty careful. I think my main worry was going to be like, how careful can I get? Because it's such a difficult piece. But so far, I think I've done a pretty good job at kind of keeping it good enough. Built with War Dragon today, so now it's time to crash it over 10 years. Hell yeah. Got my first box when I was 12. Still haven't painted the whole box. I mean, that was the thing. I got, like, not very many models. I also painted them terribly. So I was like 8. And back then, like, you didn't have the tutorials and the information you do now. I think it's best to compare it to other kinds of entertainment spending. Yeah, that's the thing, is like all entertainment's gone up, and over a long period of time in terms of like actual you know, hours of entertainment, it's not like dollars to time. Like obviously this is like £100 model. I spent, you know, building it, playing with it, many hours. Painting it. I guess it's how kind of how you think about it, right? Like obviously, for some people, the painting is like a step to get to playing. In which case, they wouldn't regard that as money spent on entertainment. At the end of the day, it's still like, it's kind of a luxury item. So, no, I'm just jumping to that bit. I just noticed that bit needed doing, so I jumped to it. Right. Oh, there's bloody bits there as well. Okay, yeah, that's correct. So this one here is the blue. This is so awkwardly placed. Oh my god. This is an awkward piece. So it's this this arm bit here, but it's these bits where the actual piece is kind of between the wing and the shoulder pad. Just trying to find a place to actually get my brush in at all the angles. This is... Ow, stabbed myself. Is there a way I can actually see the back? Yes. Actually, that's a good angle to get. Perfect. Look at that. Very nice. Sorry about luxury. I got an argument once when I played. Yeah, I mean, like Magic the Gathering and stuff, where you're paying, like you can pay a lot of money for single cards and stuff, or booster packs. The phase on the wing's looking really good. Yeah, thank you. That's dry brushing, which went very well. Because a lot of employees in GW stores really know their stuff. Yeah, yeah. I don't know if it's really being. Obviously they are pushy because they want you to buy stuff, but a part of it is also just like you can tell they are really enthusiastic, which I do enjoy. And sometimes it is nice in there, and you just kind of get into a conversation. But it is definitely it's a different vibe to any other shop. But I think that's kind of what it has going for it. Like they're treating it more of like a hobby hangout area, not just a shop. Because a lot of the time I go in there. By the way, even if I could try and get this on camera, the wing's gonna cover it. A lot of time you go in there and like, just think about how, you know, the employees are in there. Like people might be playing, people might be painting, people might be building. You don't see many people actually purchasing stuff. Like the actual counter bit isn't used a whole lot. In fact, one of the times I went in there recently to buy something, like, he was obviously talking to the guy in front who had paid for stuff, and then he like was still talking to that guy while he was ringing me up, and it was just like, obviously trying to do the job, but also trying to like do the, I guess, the real job of just, you know, having that connection. So I do kind of like it. I just presume it's a London flagship store. It's full of tourists. Well, I mean, look, I mean, I guess do you mean tourists in terms of the negative, like, annotation, negative connotation of tourists in hobby, or tourists as in actual tourists because you're in London? I imagine it would be full of actual tourists. Yeah, real tourists. She was perfectly timed in my revision. Yeah, a lot of people are studying, so yeah, good luck with all your exams. Hope they all go well. The painting videos feel very real and realistic. Yeah, that's what I go for. I'm glad that people are enjoying them. All the videos in general. Right. I think that's all the blue done. Now I'm thinking... Oh god, it's 10 to 9, bloody hell. Do I start the gold now? Or do I go... no, I'm going to go over the blue again and get the two thin coats down, so the blue is done. And then if I make any mistakes with the gold, I can go over it again. Nobody really buys stuff from GW Store because they know they can get it cheaper elsewhere. Yeah, I think a lot of the time... I think people go into the Games Workshop to look at stuff, but one thing to consider is if you're going to the Games Workshop store, say buy paint, because paint is one of those things that you don't really get a discount on. It's one of the things, you go in there, you're buying paint, you're having a chat with the guys, and then you're, you know, having a good time. Maybe you're just like, well, while I'm here, I want to pick this up, and rather than have to either go online or go somewhere else, I might as well pick it up while I'm here. So you're paying for the convenience at that point. So I feel like they get a little bit that way. And then on top of that, obviously some people just don't know better. Some people don't know that like you can get stuff cheaper online and stuff. Because not everyone is you know, that in tune with it. Some people just like to go there and will buy stuff while they're there, that kind of thing. I do want to just refresh the brush. So that GW doesn't have their stores more set up for games. Yeah, that's the thing, is a lot of the stores are quite small. But the main the thing is with those tables is they're set up for new games, right? They're set up for new players to introduce people to the game. Like a friend of mine, like Steve, my friend Steve, you might know from him throwing me around like a ragdoll in some videos. He went in to play a game of like Age of Sigmar, like a practice game of Age of Sigmar, obviously on a smaller table, to learn it that way. And I'm guessing with a new Spearhead game mode as well, they're going to be focused on kind of those smaller games. So the smaller tables they have make sense, but just like that kind of thing. The thing is, on a Saturday, it's usually quite busy in there, at least I find it. I do find if you want to go in there and not chat to people, go in there when everyone else is already being, like, where all the staff members are preoccupied with someone else. That's the best way to go in there and just get your shit and get out. Right, let's get this second coat of the blue done on everything, and then look what to do from there. Yeah, it's one of those ones where obviously it feels weird, but then a lot of the money is going to come from new players, right? Like veteran players kind of know what they want. you're not going to get much. Like, and maybe even if they're going in there and not like, you know, not interacting as much. Or let's be honest, most veteran players are probably at home painting the shit or should be painting the shit they've got, and aren't really going into town. They're nerds. So they're capturing new players, and it makes sense for that to be the case. Like from a business perspective. Yeah, my local GW is really good. I don't go in there that often is the main thing. But it is very good. Which is me thing then, because I don't live anywhere near a brick and mortar GW, so I have to drive like. Oh yeah, I mean, I think I guess the difference is because you're in America, right? Like, 2.5, 3 hours gets me halfway across the country. And most, obviously being in England, where like obviously Games Workshop is based in England or in the UK, most major towns have a Games Workshop. But if you're, yeah, if you, like, I'm imagining it's gonna be different in the US or in other countries in general. I think it's a different vibe. Yeah, you can see the difference, like the second thin coat mates from, if you look at the chest, those stripes versus those stripes. Maybe you can't really see on the camera. I can see a big difference on the ones I've done the second coat of versus the ones I haven't. Fortunately, second coats are always nice and quick because you kind of already got the established colour. You're just getting that extra bit of vibrancy. Like that. My country got a max 2 Warhammer shops, yeah. I wonder if it is. I wonder if it's people getting fed up with video games. I know the pandemic definitely obviously helped. People being inside and then having time, because they got a big resurgence during the pandemic. But I'm wondering. I think it's just a lot of kind of, I guess, influencers are also getting into the game, which is also increasing it. So like VTubers and stuff, and like popular streamers and YouTubers. Which is also obviously going to help with the younger audience. We're at the RG's 80 video. Hope you maybe one day. Yeah, the RG San Andreas. That's the one I was thinking of earlier. Plenty of quirks. Was not really looking to start a new army, but couldn't pass up the Saurus Scarveteran anyway. Yeah, this model. I need to sort out the autofocus for this because it's very difficult to actually show you anything. Obviously, if I want to show you something up close, I need to actually then get the settings out, which is a pain in the ass. So, I really need a camera I can actually adjust the focus on the actual physical camera. Like, you know, a real camera could do that, but again, I have no idea where I'd actually put that. So. be fair, like, yeah, Henry Cavill's obviously into it, which is, you know, that's probably... I don't know if it's helped its popularity more than it's just helped everyone who's if they've got a you know, a female partner who is like, why do you collect these nerdy toys? Now all of those people can be like, hey, look, Henry Cavill does it, and he's cool. So it's helped in that regard. But a lot of like pro wrestlers, obviously, you know, beefy, big, meaty men slapping meat, are also into Warhammer. Like the female wrestler Shayna Baszler. Shayna Baszler, is that her name? She's done ring gear themed after Warhammer. It's very cool. She turned heel in Sons of Horus gear. So I think it's just more nerds. I think nerds are just more it's just more socially acceptable to be a nerd. It's not a community I'm part of, but like the anime community. It's much more, you know, there's anime on Netflix. When I was a kid, like, you watch like Dragon Ball Z because it was on, but that's about it. Like, actually being an anime fan back then was difficult. I think it's just a case of like, but again, for those of you who are in school, maybe that's not true. Maybe being a nerd is still like bully central. I legitimately don't know, but it does feel like it's a lot easier. It's a lot more acceptable to get into like nerdier things. No, Magnus is this big in person. I have very large hands. Like, this is the centimeters here. It's 26 centimeters wingspan. And I've got a hand span of... what's that, 23 centimeter hand span there? So I have big hands. Big, clawy hands. Magnus is just a large lad. Those bits. The beak. I haven't done this beak. I can tell not that big because it's a different colour. I say that I don't know if a 23 centimeter hand span is actually that big. I feel like I have big hands. If everyone could just go and measure their hand span, that'd be great. That'll help me work out if I've got big hands or not. I have big feet, I can have that for free. Size 12 in the UK, or maybe even size 13 sometimes. I think it's size 13 or 14 in the US. You know what they say about people with big feet? Very difficult to buy shoes. There was one shop in the UK I used to get all my shoes from called Brantano. Great shop, big store, loads of shoes, they were all out there, always had my size. Bloody went into administration, closed down, didn't they? Now I struggle to buy shoes from anywhere. Streamer gaslighting us with resin magnets, bringing on a smaller scale. Yeah, and I've also bought a smaller scale mat to... everything here is I've reduced the scale down just to gaslight everyone to think I'm a big boy, when I'm 2'5". "24 centimeters hands, everyone like compared to our smaller hands than me." Yeah, so we're big-handed. I'm excited to play my second game of 10th edition. Who'd have thought if you talk to people who have the same interest, they were willing to play? I know, crazy. So now the trick is that you and this other person start speaking to all your other friends and convince them to get into the hobby. Then you have even more people to play with. It's totally not a cult. Oh, I realised I've forgotten a bit. Oh, shit. You see that? You might not even see it. If it focuses, you might. You see this bit here? There's like a light outline. That in there needs to be blue. I may do that off stream. Because I think that's going to need real care. If I want to get this all done, or if I want to get more of this done, I might have to stream more. But to be fair, I was worried about this part because it's so intricate. This part of the model has been so fun to do. It's really relaxing. Because they're like smaller parts. I don't know, I've never had this kind of... I've never done a model like this before. It's actually quite therapeutic to be in a position here where you're just kind of going through getting these details. I mean, I might change my mind at some point, but I'm really enjoying this. And because it's breaking up, I think it's because it's breaking up the silver, that not only are you getting the nice color, you know, obviously getting the nice color on the model, but you're also breaking up that silver to make, and it looks nicer from that regard as well. So you're kind of getting a double dopamine hit. Have I got 1,000 Suns Force? Yes. How much of it's painted? None. Actually, no, not true. I fully painted one model in my Thousand Suns army, which is my Mutalith Vortex Beast. So technically, when I finish this, I'll have over like 600 plus points of Thousand Suns fully painted and based. Just because I've done 2 models. Like I've painted, I think, 5 or 10 Scarab Occults, but they're not fully finished. I think I've painted 10 rubrics, but again, not really fully finished because I want to go back and do the silver and not the silver, the yellow and blue stripes. And there's probably a load of cleanup I need to do on them. Yeah, I'll stream more. The main thing is finding the time to do it. Because the one thing is, in the evenings, obviously, I've got a lot of stuff I need to do anyway, being, you know, old. And then it's like, well, I also actually need to make the videos at some point. And I don't want to be, like... I don't know where that sentence was going, to be honest. I'll just stop the sentence. You know what I mean? Probably. I don't know. 2,000 points. Soon, 2,000 points fully painted periods. Very nice. I'm letting the dust pile up on my unpainted models like Zenith Prime. Smart. There you go. Oof, yeah. I thing is, like very early in the morning, I go to the gym normally. So, like, but if I'm not going to the gym, I sometimes do get some hobby done in the morning, but very rarely. Again, it's one of those things. If I've got the momentum, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm like painting is the thing that I am currently momentuming on. It's not like a game or something. I will probably do some in the morning. But if it's like, or especially on the weekend, like get up in the morning, maybe I'll get a bit of painting done or doing the activities of the day. But it depends, because if I'm playing a game, like obviously when I was playing Animal Well, like that was my focus. When I woke up, I was playing Animal Well. Bench right now squad of Von Ryan leaves was nice. Hello, Gnome away from home. Hello, Panda Viking guy. One thing I didn't do between these two coats is stretch. That was a mistake. Or hydrate. Equally a mistake. Hey, everyone make sure you're stretching and hydrating. Don't do as I say, not as I do. Yeah, I really like going to the gym in the morning works for me really well. Gets me up doing something. Training with my buds. Good start to the day, because I always find I can't really, like, once I get to the evening I'm always tired. I'm like, I can't bother to go to the gym now. Oh, damn. I want to get into painting Gunpla, but I have no space for priming since I live in a small apartment. You can always prime outside. I don't know if there's like a communal like garden area or something you could spray paint. Obviously that wouldn't be with... I guess you're thinking for priming. Yeah, you could prime with like a spray primer. But there are like that man says, there's like airbrush booths that can like pull the air out. Or just fill your house with paint fumes and go wild. A big mug of tea. I'm pretty sure you haven't dipped your paintbrush in it. Yeah, that's why I have this this jar here. So definitely want to drink out of that. Probably. Hopefully. Right, what we got left? We've got the wing bits. I did those bits twice already, actually. And the face bits. Let's do the face bits. I need a little bit more paint. Brush on primer? Someone suggests brush on primer? So I always feel about the gym. I live 5 minutes from it, yeah. Oh. Okay, cool. Did all that, did that. Nice. Maybe a little bit overloaded. I got a little bit on there, but not the end of the world. Like I say, there's gonna be so much cleanup, and I'm probably getting on bits that I need to repaint anyway with different colours. So, also being as neat as possible is useful. It saves the cleanup, but so you don't just slap blue all over. But a little bit overspilled in the end of the world. It will be when I get to the gold and start overspilling into the blue, and then have to get the blue to fix it, and then overspill back into the gold, and then I have to fix it again. Right, so I definitely did these bits up here. I remember doing them at the time. I've done those bits as well. I actually think I'm done. Let's try and get the autofocus. Let's try and keep it still so you can have a look. There you go. That's all the blue. That's looking nice now. It's getting together. Don't space outside to spray. Oh, yeah, so I guess it's in a city. Yeah, that makes sense. Brush, yeah, so Kalos Wolf over on Twitch has mentioned brush on primer. Do you have any, is there any brands, Kalos Wolf, that you know of that might be good? I'm like mediating between Twitch chat and YouTube chat. For those in Twitch chat, because I'm I'm done painting, so I'm probably going to head off soon. But we've got a number of viewers over on Twitch where we can actually probably do a raid that actually has some, has some teeth. If you want to join in on a raid and help make me look like a cool guy, jump over to the Twitch. There's a link in the YouTube description. Jump over there. We'll raid someone. Because I do like the raiding. I think the raiding is a cool little community thing. So we can raid another painting streamer. Just close that up. Flick back over to. Not sure on brands, just know that it exists. That's fair. I didn't know if you had like a brand that you knew. But I'm not like you must know. You're the one who mentioned it. You must know. It's the rules now. You said so. So yeah, let's have a look at the Warhammer category. Who's around? Brannigan's Brushes is around. We've raided him before. And he's actually a good painter, and he, if you apply primer with a brush, I use the same stuff. Oh, right, yeah, that makes sense. So, yeah, if I've got airbrush primer, which you can apply with a brush. So that works. Start set from GDO expect you to brush on a prime coat, yeah. Raid channel. So yeah, we're going to raid over on Twitch, so if you're on YouTube and want to come and join the raid, do so now. Going to raid Brannigan's Brushes, who is, I've raided him before, he's a cool guy. He actually paints well. Commission work and stuff. And he has a good camera setup, so you can actually see what he's doing. And he's also bold, like me, so points there. I think he also knows, I think he's friends with Alchemist Models as well, who you should go check out on YouTube, Alchemist Models, and alchemistmodels.com. Technically that's not a actual ad, because he's not sponsoring this stream, but he's a cool guy and I want to support him. So, yeah, start the raid. Everyone get in here. And thank you very much for watching. Everyone did. If you enjoy this, go ahead and like, comment, subscribe. All that good YouTube stuff. Then I'll post it somewhere. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.